Fred, the president's just announced that he's going to fight climate change by putting limits on pollution from power plants. How big of a deal is this?
Well, it's an historic moment because this is the biggest opportunity we've ever had to slash carbon pollution from power plants. And power plants emit 40% of America's carbon pollution. So this is a big deal.
Fred, how do you think the president came across in his speech?
I think he came across with a lot of passion. He talked about how he needed to do this as a leader, as an American, and as a father. And I think he feels a commitment not only to his daughters, but the grandchildren and folks who are going to come after us.
Fred, EDF has done a lot of work over many months and years leading up to this dramatic moment. What do you think it means for where we go from here?
Well, I think Washington is catching up with where the people have been. The people have been living through the drought in Nebraska, the small business owners that have had their business interrupted by Hurricane Sandy on the Jersey Shore. People are living with the effects of climate change, and now they're demanding action. So the time for climate silence is over. The time for climate action is here.
Fred, EDF has been working with our partners, our supporters, our colleagues for years now, and now we have the president coming out with a real comprehensive plan. What do you think it means for EDF going forward, for the effort? And what do you think it means for the president in terms of his legacy?
Well, this could be a big part of the president's legacy. Now, we're just starting the process of writing these regulations, so I don't want to say the legacy is cemented yet. But if we, EDF, its allies, our members all stand with the president, stand for strong, tough standards to limit carbon pollution, then we could get tough rules that allow us to cut carbon pollution here in America. And as the second biggest emitter of these gases into the atmosphere, that will be doing America's part. That would be a big thing.
The president kept coming back to the theme of America's can-do spirit, our scientists and engineers, and the fact that time and again they've proven the naysayers wrong when it comes to environmental protection. What was your reaction when you listened to him reviewing that history of success?
Well, you know, I think he was really onto something there, because on environmental issues in general and on climate change in particular, a lot of people hear the science, they see the trajectory of emissions, which so far has been up, and they become paralyzed by fear. The president was saying, we Americans have never feared the future, we have shaped it. And I think that is really the essence of his message. Let's get on with the job of deploying existing technologies that are low cost, that can cut carbon pollution now, and invent the new technologies of the future that will cut carbon pollution even more in the future.